The time to live in Chicago, well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under.
What a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. It's the 30. At their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. This is 2nd and 8. You look at this Niner defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Trying to run forward with Pollard.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
Oh, heck of a move. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago.
Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Purdy going to lead the four.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This defense for the Bears much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Purdy off the play fake.
And his throw here is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And award that sack to Boogie Basham. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make it and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Good.
They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Fields.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Moore, the motion man right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
11. Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Right.
One play action. Fields. Touchdown! His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
Davis Price fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Davis Price again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Velus Jones now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
They'll run. Here's Pollard.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Fields.
A short throw to Ingram. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Pollard is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A loss of 9 yards.
Lance to throw on second down here.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
DJ Johnson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
There he goes, right side.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and 2nd quarter.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
49ers 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it inside the 10, and they will score. A pick 6 for Bears touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns in 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Black shot. Slide through.
Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 67 yards.
And the 49ers get a bit closer. Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bears 35, 49ers 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Fields going to change things up here. Now Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let him fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ready?
Now a play fake. Lance.
His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. Finding room at midfield.
And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Ready.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball.
this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here's Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And Lance now to throw. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
On play action, Lance. This ball is caught. He's got Debo. Touchdown. Debo Samuel, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Now it's Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Easy.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Desperation time here. Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they got to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, set.
2nd and 10.
Set.
Now Lance.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. To throw is Fields. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Fields now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Johnson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Ready?
Now Lance on the bootleg. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they work this out past the 25. And quickly they get to the line.
97.
It's a gain of 20. First down, 49ers.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
On the set. Blue striker. Blaster, 6. Hut.
And Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Red, cycle.
Working from the gun, Lance. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 171 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a
touchdown Bears. DJ Moore, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bears up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Slide blue. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Lance and company going on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Angel. Tonight.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain up. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Inside the 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game